Oh, hello my YouTube channel. So today, it's springtime, everyone's breaking out the garden hoses. So, sometimes the garden hose just ain't what it used to be. The hose is still good, but those ends you screw on, you're having trouble with. A lot of times it's just a washer. Like 90% of the times it's just a washer, a hose washer or something like this. You gotta pull the old one out. Sometimes you could use your pinky, I'll show you, or needle nose plier if it's old and dried up. And stick the new washer in it. You want to make sure it's sitting in there nice and flat. Again, sometimes you might have to use a tip of a needle nose to push the washer down so it seats in there and it's not like, bunched up on one side and flat on the other. Then, if the washer doesn't work, or if you actually see visible damage, like let's say you ran over the hose end with your car or something and it's all bent up, what you're going to get is a hose end kit, which is basically like the hose end. This is the, they call it a female end because it has the screws on the inside, and it comes with like a clamp thing. I'm doing this with one hand, so I'll see if I can put it down and show you a little better. So the hose end kit, it comes packaged on a cardboard thing, and it's basically, this is the clamp, that's the hose end. There's two different ones, the female, then there's the other end, is the male end, and it usually comes with a washer too. You're basically going to cut the old hose end off. I'll show you how to do it. It's real easy. The big thing you got to be careful for is you're going to be working with a sharp knife or a utility knife or something like that, so you want to watch your fingers. And whenever I work with a utility knife, I always make sure I got a nice sharp blade in it. And you might say, hey, well, if you're worried about cutting your fingers, how come you're putting a sharp blade in it? It's because sharp blades work better than dull blades. And I don't think your flesh really cares whether it's razor sharp or just sharp. It's still going to cut through you when you slip. You're better off with a sharp blade. There's less chance of slipping, which therefore means less chance of getting cut. Besides, when the blade's really sharp, if you do slice deep and the red stuff starts coming out, it hurts a lot less when the blade's sharp than when you get cut with a dull blade. So that's my little utility knife rant. So let's get over to that old garden hose and put this hose end on for you and show you what's going on. This here is the bad hose end, and the water was like squirting out from right in where the twisty part meets the other brass part. It was squirting out from right there. Tried a new washer, it didn't help. I don't know if I could show you on the video actually what's going on, but you could see it's a little cocked in relation to the, somehow it got stretched out or something like that. So anyway, we're going to slice this off like an inch or two up. We're going to slice it right here with the nice sharp razor blade, nice utility knife, or else we're going to use, any kind of something to cut through there, make a nice straight cut. Then we're going to take the hose end kit out of our pocket, and we're going to install it. So let me see if I can find a camera angle where my YouTube viewers can watch me draw blood. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to come up, because usually they bulb out a little bit. So you want to come up a little where it's flat. You just want to cut it straight through. And, I do this a lot, but still, I'm being careful, because when you get cut, it takes like a couple of weeks to heal, especially on your finger and stuff. And you could really put a dent in the operation. Alright, so that's a pretty straight cut, but I'm going to try to just neaten it up a little bit without slicing my fingers apart. Just because I'm getting paid for this and we want to make it look nice. Okay. Alright, so that's about as good as we're going to get. Now we take the hose end that we're going to put on. And I like to put a little spit on here because it makes it slide in the hose a little easier. What you want to do is get it down as far as you can. Okay, so sometimes I even use the screwdriver. I even use the screwdriver to push it in there. And see if we can find something else to help us. We want to just push the middle part in. Try to keep it on camera. Let's try this trick here. Okay. Okay. How's that? Alright, we got that down really snug. As a matter of fact, I want to just pull it up a little bit so we could twist this thing a little easier. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so we got the hose end on, nice and snug right up against the hose. And the next thing, we're going to take this collar they supply, and I am going to put this collar on. And it comes with 2 screws, right? And they both go in the same side. You basically take the collar and place it around, right around, okay? And now we're just going to put those screws in. And actually, I'm going to have to run to the truck and get the second screw, because when I grabbed it, I must have left 1 screw. So we got our screws in. Now, these hose end kits is what they call them. They got plastic ones, and then they got these nice ones like I got here. This is like the brass and metal job. And this probably run about $9, $8, $9, something like that. Now, with the price of a new, like 50-foot garden hose, like this one's like the heavy-duty garden hose. I mean, this is like a $60, $70 hose. So if you could like get another couple of years out of it by putting a new hose end on it, and this could be a reason of anything from like running it over with the car, or let's say it gets hit with the hose itself gets hit with the lawnmower, or it just, the end just like corrodes, or it gets a bubble and it pops somewhere. You know, you could cut like 10 feet off the hose and still have it usable. And they actually even sell these, even besides both ends. They got the male and the female. They actually have a splicer one, which could join 2 pieces of hose together. So if you had like a bubble in the middle of the hose, or the lawnmower hit it like right in the middle, you could cut out like a foot and stick it back together. The only thing I would tell you about that is these hoses have a certain twist to them. And if you cut it and then put it back together, like one half is like 180 degrees different than the other, it's going to lay really weird on the hose reel and stuff. So I always try to orient it the same way it was. A lot of hoses will have like a yellow stripe or something down it, and I'll try to line up the stripe, you know, just so that it's still in the same plane of itself, so it doesn't get a weird twist in it. Alright, so we're just continuing to tighten this up, and I go from like one side to the next, evenly tightening, until we get it about as tight as we can get it. Which is coming up, I can feel it. And so then, you know, hoses, you can make them last. I got a hose at home, I swear, it's got to be like 12 years old. I mean, it's got ends on it, and I might have even done one end twice over the years and stuff, but I take it inside in the winter, and I put it back outside in the spring. And, I mean, if you could be economical like that through your lifetime, save like thousands of dollars over like buying new hoses every freaking problem. I mean, you might just need a 10-cent washer and you go out and buy a new hose, you know. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I got this about as tight as it's going to get. So now we're going to stick this washer in here. And we're going to make sure it's all the way in the bottom, like I said in the beginning. See that? Alright, now we're going to, let's see if we can, there you go. Now we're going to put this on here. And then we're going to check it. And I did some other work in the house, so I'm going to leave a nice bill for these people. But they're not hurting for money in the least bit. This is a neighborhood called Old Westbury on Long Island. And it's a very affluent area. It's all doctors and like big corporate things. And I mean, look, just look around here. Look, it's not open yet, but there's the swimming pool and the little patio with the fake Coke machine, with the real Coke machine, and here's the backyard. I mean, this is like probably like an acre here in Old Westbury. I would think taxes on a place like this is probably like $38,000, $39,000 a year, property taxes. So, all right. Okay. Okay, there we go. Nice tight. Now what I'm gonna? Oh, look at this. This end has already been done with the plastic kit. Look at that. It might even have been me. So what I'm gonna do is, because I want to check for leaks, so I want to make sure that this opposite end actually has something on it, so the water gets a little pressure built up. So we're gonna put this. What's the matter with you? Why are you barking at me? What? Look at that big dog over there. Come here. Come here, you. Come here. Don't be barking at me. Ruining my video. Freaking dog bark. I throw a rock at you. Okay. Here we go. That's on. You hold the camera in case water starts spraying. So we actually want to test this. Fantastic. No more drip. No more leak. Really nice. This end is good. Okay, that end is good. That's not leaking. Okay. And let's clean up our tools. And alright, yeah, we're just checking everything. Let's clean up our tools and get out of here. Okay. Alright guys, look, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. You know I don't do nothing for nothing. That's the way I am. This is a paid gig. You know, I'm working for YouTube. So don't forget to rate and sub, because that really helps me out. And I know I just helped you out, so one good turn deserves another. So rate, sub, use the comment box, because any comments you leave may indeed help another user in the future answer a question or read your comment and help them out. Oh my God. You know, so let me know if you like the video. And sub to the handyman zone. You know, it's all handyman stuff. Help you out, help your homeowners. The best part, don't forget, this is brass. It could go in the meltdown bucket. It's a piece of scrap metal. I did this earlier. This gate, the old gate was wrecked. This is all new stuff. It was wrecked and sandy. So they had the gate people come and put up a new gate. But with those dogs, they wanted a closing gate. So I put this door closer on. I mounted this block of mahogany to mount the track on. I put this door closer on. Just so that when like workers and the pool guy comes in and out, the gate's always to close so those silly dogs don't get out. So that's a neat little thing. Alright, thanks for watching guys. See you later.